I'd like to just acknowledge the Darug, Gundagara, Wanaru, Widjuru, Darkinjung, and Tharawal Aboriginal nations as traditional owners of the Greater Blue Mountains I'm speaking from today. Happy Obesity Day, everybody. There seems to have been a lot of action today already this year. Great to get that update earlier about the National Obesity Strategy. I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you all today and close this event. Hello, my name's Andrew Wilson. I'm the engagement lead and board member of the Weight Issues Network and also a board member of the Obesity Collective. I'm not sure how obvious it is on Zoom, but I am a person of lived experience with obesity. While I have you at the end of this great event, amongst these amazing rapid fire speakers sharing their knowledge, I want to divert your attention for a moment. If you could pop on the second slide. I want to tell you about WIN, the Weight Issues Network, who we are, what we do, and shamelessly ask you for your help. On the right is my advisory board, the WIN Advisory Board, and who are made up of volunteers from lived experience, education, health, research, finance, project management, and business, community organisations experience. What is WIN? WIN's a group of people whose lives have been affected by overweight or obesity. For those who may be unaware, bias and discrimination is no longer tolerated in many marginal sections of our society. It is still very much part of those living with obesity. The reason this is such a problem, as Blake mentioned earlier in his 5 minutes, is that it stops many of us from getting medical help. I use myself as an example. How many wasted years leaving my referral to the obesity clinic in my glove box for 12 months and definitely delaying the conversation with my GP for much longer. We strongly believe we need to change the dialogue around obesity. We have outlined this in our 2020 report, Personal Costs of Weight Issues in Australia. If you haven't had a chance to read this, please do. You can download it from our website, www.oswin.org.au, on the bottom left slide. Since March last year, I've been working as a WIN engagement lead. I've been emailing, texting, and calling our lived experience members, and as a result, have had many meaningful conversations. It's been a two-way conversation, thankfully. We have learned that our members think and how they feel and how their lives have been affected. We also have learned what they want changed and how we can improve things and how to connect as peers. From this, we have been building our community of support, sharing our stories, and also sharing evidence-based information on obesity. This has really been growing over the last 6 months. So from speaking with our members, we've developed our own monthly WIN community meetups. Our members want to learn about the science of obesity to feel empowered to make informed choices. We have passionate, learned speakers who are obesity experts or experts in related fields, and they talk science. After that, we open up the floor for a Q&A, and there we are able to ask the speaker questions. Personally speaking, there's a great sense of empowerment to ask these world-class speakers questions that have been niggling away at us and get a practical answer. I'm not sure where else you get this opportunity. But from these meetups, we have people who are now participating in our storytelling training. The more stories, the better, because people can see themselves in different stories. Stigma fades. When that happens, people are more likely to get medical help from you guys. If you have friends, family members, patients, anyone who you care about who's affected by obesity, please encourage them to join WIN, oswin.org.au. I will personally contact them, invite them to our next meetup. Our next meetup, by the way, is on the 23rd of this month. We have just confirmed Dr. Susan Byrne, a clinical psychologist from Perth, who'll be discussing the treatment of eating disorders in larger bodies. Multidisciplinary teams, you have the knowledge, but your patients need peers and community that is open to science rather than gimmicks and fads. Again, when the stigma is broken, we are ready to find answers and begin the process of getting some help. I'd like to thank all the amazing speakers for sharing today. There obviously has been a lot of action. I'd like to thank our first speaker, the anonymous narrator of that video, for being so open. I'd like to thank all the other speakers, Simone, Stephanie, Rhiannon, Teresa, Veronica. Blake, I'd love to catch up with you later on this year. Kalinda, Robin, Jane, Johanna for their time difference and being with us today. Fiona, Angelique, Roscoe, and Anna, it's great we did have a conversation last year, and it's great to see that your clinic is up and running in the NT. And thanks for that shout out earlier. So these talks will be uploaded to the collective website, so please share them with your colleagues and friends. I want to also thank all the collective members. Thank you also to Tiffany Petrie for organising this event. All the people attending, I know many of you are working on solutions, actively helping people with obesity, or care enough to be here and listen. I can only tell you, as a person living with obesity, it means a lot to me personally and others in our community. It's inspiring and motivating to have you in our corner. I'm really excited to see what we can do in the next 12 months. So see you at the next Collective World Obesity Day event in March 2023. Thank you.